Hi, I'm Robert Begley, day 716 of my video challenge. Have you heard of Pocahontas? Not the Disney version, not the New World film version, the legend. What she did back in 1608 saved this country. Because if we go back in time to the Europeans who came to the New World, there was a colony called Roanoke in North Carolina, and there was a settlement there that didn't last because the natives didn't want anybody on their territory, didn't want the white men on their territory, Europeans. And so they ended up killing them. So none survived. Then in 1607, led by John Smith, the British landed in Jamestown, built a fort, and Smith was captured early in this endeavor of building the fort. And just as his head was about to be clubbed to death, 12, 13-year-old girl named Pocahontas covers him up because her father was the chief of that tribe, of that entire region, frankly. And he loved his daughter. And she saw this man who she was fascinated with and wanted him to live. And the story would go on where Pocahontas became the great ambassador, bringing two peoples together, the native tribes, Algonquins, and the English settlers. And they were starving several times. They were on the verge of starvation. They didn't really know how to plant in this new territory, and corn and other sources of food. Pocahontas brought food over to them, and eventually, throughout the course of her life, she met another Brit named John Rolfe, who was the top guy with tobacco. I think he even learned how to plant tobacco from her and made a lot of money. They ended up marrying. And again, she was so fascinated with the Western, with the European mindset. They eventually brought her to London. And again, just for someone who lived out in the wilderness for her entire life, to see a much more modern city like London was staggering. Very sadly, she died there. She died, was planning to come back to Virginia. Probably it was some disease that she had a little resistance towards, but her legacy continues. I mean, we're still talking about this girl slash woman 3 centuries later. So we will recognize Pocahontas as a great diplomat, great ambassador, a great bridge builder between two different cultures. And if not for people like her, I don't think America would be what it is. So I'm going to say thank you, Pocahontas.